podcast.
I like a
All
lot
right.
of shoulder.
So like I think it goes to YouTube by default. No, it goes to Twitch by default. But this is definitely on YouTube at the very least, which is a lot better with archival. And honestly, that's all I kind of need at the moment. So we're gonna do Hunter the road trip. This is our 6th session.
Yo, Succession?
And we are here to ask you, audience, what are the ethics of a werewolf? Can a werewolf commit bestiality? That's the question.
Get it out of here.
Don't. Isn't that a thing in World Darkness? If
It's
werewolf has children with the wolf, they become like a weird hybrid.
Drink wolf milk today.
It
Or
is.
is that if a werewolf has a child with a different werewolf? They're like a weird mule hybrid, sterile, crazy person.
Are you Team Romulus or are you Team Remus?
It's complicated.
Well,
I don't
Romulus
even think they know the
fucking
answers.
won. So Romulus.
But
So
who doesn't love an underdog?
So we're going back a day ago.
All right. So should we flash back to the bus to see if we want to create a cover story? Do we want to do fake names?
Before we do that, we are going to have a little further flashback before we get into that one. You are all leaving the warehouse. It is you have a traumatized guy is slowly leaving. No, this is like so you're pulling a chair into the bus. You're leaving a warehouse. You're convinced that chair is a person at the moment. But then suddenly you hear a noise. Like a phone going off.
Oh, wow.
No one heard a phone?
As the phone continues
Dr. Arkham picks up his phone. It is a small, nondescript flip phone. It has a tiny antenna.
And as he looks, you all are looking about, just kind of clearing the chair back in. And you're kind of holding in the chair as Dr. Arkham answers the phone. Dr. Arkham decides to pull out the phone to show everybody, for all to see. And all you see is a text notification with an image, and the text saying, "Brother, Mayday."
Oh.
What is that?
You are staring upon what appears to be a manor burning. But would Dr. Arkham like to transcribe his interpretation of this mysterious message he was sent?
This was the same message I got when I was told to come out here and start this whole shindig. Brother, Mayday. Mayday is one of the most important days in my life. I lost a lot, more than one Mayday. Much like the Arkham family, might just be cursed. This here is Arkham Palace, ancestral home of the Arkham family. A little ways back, before Charlie was quite old enough to carry much, I was working with an old friend from college of mine. Name is Zane Warder. Medium build, bit heavy set nowadays. Him and me did a lot of work back in Massachusetts, Vermont, other New England areas. Well, we were out in the woods out near the Monongahela. We were looking for a Bahumaga, beast creature, like a East Coast Sasquatch, you could say. Zane was eager to please, eager to show off, maybe. He ran ahead. He didn't want to work together quite as much that day. Can't say why, he hasn't really explained much. And he lifts his arm and points to the other arm, just about like midway through the upper arm, through the bicep. Creature ripped his arms clean off. Probably just for meat. Thing was probably starving. After that, Zane's not been the same. Part of it is probably just how much he adored the Arkhams. He thought being a hunter, working with me, was something that gave his life purpose, and maybe he wasn't very stable to start with, but he's done something unforgivable this time. Might be a lot of bad memories out at Arkham Palace. It's where my father died. Now it's gone. If he didn't do it himself, he's certainly hired some firebrand to set something off. Just from the scale of looking at that, I can probably say it's not gonna last. It was real old style. Maybe it's better, but probably also means he's following me again. I don't know that he knew that I wasn't still in Boston or somewhere in the area, but he's up to something. So if you see a heavy-set Buryat man with an artificial limb, it's probably him. And if he's hired someone who isn't quite as conspicuous, we might have trouble. It's one of the reasons I could take Charlie with me. He might have been at home, otherwise. Just wanted to let y'all know. In case something he does starts affecting the rest of us. And he closes his phone.
I'm so sorry about that, Dr. Arkham.
He's a man who's sick in the head. I hope he gets the help he needs, but I don't know exactly what's wrong with him, particularly. He's been like this for a while now. Wouldn't be the first time he's done something, but certainly not on this scale.
Oh no!
Silver lining, this insurance is gonna pay out just tons. We're gonna have a new place, hell, probably by tomorrow if I could get the red culls done.
I have to admit, I'm not sure if I'd have the same, I guess the same level of casualness over what I assume is like a lifelong like family home, just kind of going like that.
It's not something I can really help at this point, and like I said, there were plenty of good times, plenty of bad times. But at least we always had home.
Fair enough, I suppose. Jeez.
Sorry, I was trying to open up the Twitch, and I was just wondering, why did you say that this guy burned down the place? I'm kind of asking this out of character.
Oh, I don't. He's nuts.
Oh,
There's something wrong with him.
okay, so it was seemingly random.
No, it's not unheard of, but it is a step up. It is certainly an escalation.
In this just happened. This isn't an old event.
Well, I probably would have been informed if my house lit on fire some time ago. Is there any metadata that can be gleaned from this singular picture, or is it just like a screenshot?
Did it say who sent? Did it say who sent the photo?
It's from Zane.
Okay, and that's the brother.
He's not my brother.
Okay, sorry again. I was trying to like open up some stuff on the side, and I kind of like missed some of the story. But yeah. All right. Is there anything I can like glean from the metadata?
If you can do the it'd be a bit of like a little character stat test. That would be a dice roll.
All right, what am I rolling?
All right. We're gonna go to. This.
Are you looking for the location of where this came from?
Or when it was taken.
When it,
Ah.
Oh, when it was taken. You don't. You know what? You won't have to take a dice roll for that because it will. Because it's one of those like default photos where the name has the date in it. It is.
All right.
It appears to be like around the area of late August this year. Is at least what it says.
What day is it now?
You're in mid-September.
I gotta go home more often.
Was there anything valuable there that you're gonna need?
Luckily, the lockbox I've had with me has most of my grimoires, tomes, and other research material. I tend to keep my work on the go as I tend to go. Probably all sorts of priceless, countless stuff. I'm gonna be talking with lawyers for weeks trying to get the estate on the rest of this. It's gonna be, ooh, I don't know how many zeros that check's gonna have. I'm gonna have to call some people.
Jeez.
But if this came out in August, good chance that rest of Arkham knows about it. Whole town nearby kind of took after naming from the rest of the family. They didn't quite found it. It kind of seemed like more of a ceremonial kind of thing.
I will say, forgive me if I'm misremembering a bit, but this guy seems like he's related to you. Emphasize that you are deeply estranged from him. The lawyers will not be happy if you're like chill with the guy, because you know.
Oh, I've had a restraining order against him for a long while.
All right, good, perfect. I can tell you with a pretty decent degree of certainty, if that wasn't the case, they might think you're doing insurance fraud.
He's not my brother. I don't know what he's insinuating exactly. I would probably have a lot of very decent questions if he's claiming to be behind my brother's death. Since it's rather physically impossible.
So, which limb is fake?
Right one. Luckily, I'm pretty sure he was a southpaw.
Arm or leg?
His right arm,
Ah.
about right here, and he motions over his bicep. But I mean, these days you can make very realistic-looking limbs. I mean, that's the sort of thing that's gonna get more developed every year. That, or he might have taken a liking to more long-sleeved shirts. Hard to say.
Hmm.
Or he's hiring people. Who knows? I wouldn't
He
be able to
says-
tell you how well in touch he'd be.
You said his name was Zane?
Zane Warder.
Alright. I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
Sounds kind of insane to me.
In the membrane.
He's got a good sense of humor.
Is there any other information we should get, or should we get a move on?
Unrelated, but I love non-sequential storytelling, don't you guys? You ever seen Mulholland Drive?
No.
Oh,
Not
that was
yet.
a crazy one.
Do
Oh,
intend
I
to
think
tell
that I
me
think
about
that's the key to flashback to flashback to reality.
I will
it.
say.
Snap back
there goes
to
gravity.
reality.
All right, so if everybody's got everything they want, we're going to go a little bit forward in time. The clock goes, it fast forwards through everything you've been through, but the time still says a couple hours before, around 3 hours before the incident. Around that time frame. You have all just left the establishment, the restaurant.
I swear that Opera GX clicking is gonna drive me insane.
Shut up! No, I'm kidding. I did not mean to channel so much into that. I apologize.
Oh my
I'll,
god!
I'll handle it for now. It's just it's like just throwing me off a little.
You
I'll
probably
be able
won't
to
hear.
handle
You
it.
won't hear much of it. I'll say that.
He's really mixing his gooseberries.
I did not mean to channel
Oh my
like
god!
the anger of 1,000 suns into that. I need you to know I'm not that peeved over it. I was
It's
like,
okay. I
"Be
don't. I'm
gone!"
not. I was under the impression it was meant to be a bit anyway.
It was
it's
meant to
fine.
be a bit.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know just in case. But anyway, you're all inside like the bus. And this is just a couple moments before the big plan. Let me I don't know why that song in particular is so loud. There we go. Turn it back in there. Let me get. You're all on the bus. And you're strategizing about what you're gonna do and where you're gonna go. Well, you know the meeting will be at the Botanical Gardens, abandoned West Wing. You remember the instructions. So, what is it that you plan on prepping before the meeting starts?
All right.
Hey,
So should we do
so-
fake names?
Well, not just that, but also I was given a drone by my friend here. He wanted me to test it out.
I don't quite know if we'll want a drone right now. We might be able to use that later.
What kind of drone?
It's a drone that can carry
Flying
heavy
kind?
stuff. Yeah, flying time, yeah.
How much can it carry?
Let me check the rules. Let me check the rules real quick. Out of character.
All right. Well, while you're checking the rules, should we perhaps bring that changeling blood? Maybe if we end up telling them that we know what their deal is, maybe they'll like it as a gift. I don't think we should show that card right now, but perhaps it might be good to have on us. Instead,
problem is,
maybe
like,
they'll
what-
frisk us.
I mean, honestly, my real concern there is that it's like, what, like, do we know if changeling blood can be like used for anything?
We don't, but they might still appreciate it.
I mean, shit, I guess. I don't know.
Actually, would Dr. Arkham be able to.
I actually have a decent amount in occult, but it depends on what attribute you want to throw with it.
You also have library, I think. Which, then again, I
That's
don't
it.
know if that'll apply.
So, let me look at the
Let me open the character sheet.
the character creation process so I can know every stat. So I would say this is like intelligence plus occult because you are researching books. I would say difficulty. Maybe I would say I'll make this a little tougher. Difficulty 5. There hasn't been a lot of literature pining the right about changeling blood and how vampires view it.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Plus occult.
Yeah.
Okay. You said what's the diff?
5.
Got a
Yeah.
10 and 9, 2 5s and a 2 and a 1. Now, can I spend a point of willpower to see if I can scrounge that up a little more?
Yeah.
Deeper.
You can't spend a willpower to re-roll your failures.
1 willpower per failure, or
Alright. I will say.
Wait, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, re-roll your failures.
There we go. Okay, it's gotten not much better. I got a 7, another 7, 10, 9, 7, 7.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
That is not going to work. You're
Yeah, also.
you're reading. There's not a whole lot written about this, but you get the feeling that this is not the blood of like a normal person. So it may do something special. What that special thing is, your scholars of the supernatural variety may argue back and forward because they are quite unsure, but you know it does something different.
Perhaps we don't bring it with us, but we can just keep it as a card to play if they want something.
The only
Bargaining chip.
the 3 top arguments of what changing blood do, according to the scholars of your book, is 1, bestow powers, 2, affects plants differently, and 3 is like normal blood but gets the vampires hot.
Oh, we can keep it.
Sense.
Well, we can probably keep that as a card should we need to play it, but let's not bring up the knowledge of vampires that we have. Do you feel we should use fake names?
yeah,
Alright, I'll go with the name Alexander.
I'll go with the name Carl.
Richard.
Joe.
Did you say Jill?
Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Mama.
5.
Wait, what do you say, Nor?
5.
Oh, Clive. Alright.
Zach does a turnaround as if meaning to say that again? No, anyway.
I guess I'll probably do the talking. I'm probably the best at it. And who is going in with us?
Oh wait, shit! I need to do a name. Just call me Juno or something.
All right. So who is staying? Who is going? Are we all going?
Well, I kind of got us into this, so I should probably go. You know.
That we.
so.
Well, I mean, we
I
would
think
want
we've already
merit.
decided. I feel like we've decided at some point that we were all just gonna go.
All right, then we're all going. Is any? Did I forget? Did Arkham say he was gonna stay back, or did he say he
I'm
was going
hanging
in?
back at near the entrance.
Yeah,
Try and
okay.
keep an eye on things out here.
All right then.
And
Maybe I should I stay back too? Since I've also got a bunch of camera equipment.
Do you think you should?
are you gonna be filming?
No, but I do have this drone that my friend wants me to test out.
Well, I wouldn't
Is-
test it out right now. They might get suspicious.
Is this? Is it noisy?
Nah, I think so.
Does the thing have a camera on it?
No, it doesn't. But it
Oh,
does.
wow,
But
that's-
it can carry a bunch of stuff up.
It probably could carry a camera.
Well, I was gonna say if we could get like remote footage of the place, like you know, where we're talking to the guys, that'd probably be pretty effective. But if there's no camera on there, I'm not really sure what it can do other than carry a payload. I don't know.
What does this place look like, AC? The actual location that
I'm
we're
gonna ask
going
if it
to?
has a roof.
Oh, do you want me to just get the aerial 3D view that I I posted earlier?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Let me go grab it. Here's their 3D aerial,
All right.
Oh, nice.
Is it actually a conservatory? Is that like the front, or
Is
is
it-
that a?
It's an indoor botanical garden and like it's butterflies.
Okay, I was wondering how diegetic that title was.
I don't know. You'd have to ask the motherfuckers who built a place with a huge botanical garden and called it an observatory. Those Cincinnati guys are on something else. They make it a lot harder to make a tabletop game. But anyway, continue.
I mean, okay, wait. It does say indoor botanical. All right. All right. In that case, actually, so we're not. So it's not like right before the time, right? Like we still have like a little bit of time.
Oh,
left, right?
this is like you have like at least like a couple hours.
Perhaps we could. Perhaps you can use that drone to scout out if there's any security.
Well, I mean, it does have a camera, so like the pilot can see, but it can't record anything. I think.
You can probably get like footage streamed to compute to your phone or something.
I think so. Let me check. I'm like Zach checks. Should I roll to see if we? Shit, my dice.
Uh,
Should I roll to see if it can?
see if it can fly around the place.
No, to see if
Well,
it can
but
like stream to a computer.
I don't think you'd have to roll to that. You just need to just say that you have like a USB cable and you can not USB or like a Bluetooth thing. And you can just set it up diegetically. I'll just give you that one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And he checks. Okay, it can stream via Bluetooth. It won't be
Alright.
really good footage though, but it'll at least be something.
Yeah, because the problem isn't gonna because I'll give you that because that's not gonna be the problem. What may be an issue is what you're hearing tap against the bus window at the moment.
Oh?
Uh?
What the fuck is that?
Rain.
Oh.
Oh.
It might make the rolls a little bit more difficult.
Okay, I was thinking that like there was like a creature outside or something.
Yeah, me too.
The creature
A
arrived.
dubious monstrosity lays before us.
Yeah,
The creature has
the
arrived.
rain is gonna make it a little bit tougher, unfortunately, but
Can-
it's not impossible.
Can
It
I
won't destroy
do?
the fucking thing.
Can I do like a tech roll to see if I can get that to be like 1080 footage? It's like just see if there was like just a setting that he forgot to turn on.
I'll give you a difficulty 3, technology plus wits because you're looking for a setting.
All right, yes.
Wait, hold up, I have a joke to make about the rain pattering. Sounds like someone's breaking in!
The storm
Storm
dick.
Steph, settle down.
There we go.
If no one else
If it's-
followed up, I probably would have
What
had
the
to break out
fuck
the
are you all
accent.
talking about?
Oh, just COD zombie things.
Things that the only thing that brings me joy, but I can't even enjoy that anymore.
I look at the app, the program that he's using to get this footage, and it's just like, did you forget to click on the gear icon to put it to high def?
Well, it's not the definition that's the problem. It's the frame rate that I'm worried about.
And what's the frame rate look like on this AC?
By default settings before you find it, it is like it's a little bit of like a 15 FPS. You are able to get it to like, I know I said 1080, but I'll say 720, but that option comes with a normal frame rate. Like I would say around 30.
Alright.
frames for definition.
All right.
I mean, 720p is not that bad.
It's not-
It's perfectly fine.
You can't see the skin follicles of like somebody, like you can't see their pores and shit, but like it'll get the job done.
I like to think that if I got a critical success, I would have unlocked the infrared mode.
Or 4K. I would be like
The
4K.
thermals.
4K.
Vampire sensing detection mode.
You have an option to see their weird breathing patterns, and suddenly it's colder now, so you can see their breaths, so you can tell which one's actually breathing or not.
Wait, actually, do vampires even have like warm blood?
No?
Nope. I was saying more
Actually,
like
really cold.
the thing is if you got a critical success, which I have apparently learned is if you get 2 10s, it's a crit. That's how the rules are.
Yeah, I thought we went through that again.
We had to go through that again. I misremembered.
Yeah, I think it was just we counted 1 10 as like being worth 2 dice, but 2 10s being a critical.
I see. I forgot about that last part. But anyhow.
Anyway, so could Reboot roll to like scout out the area, see if there's any goons?
Alright,
Hey, boss.
you will have to roll. Do you have your drone's character sheet out? Your drone sheet out.
The
You ju-
drones have a sheet?
Yeah, they get their own like stat. They get their stat thingies, if I recall correctly.
Oh, I don't remember this part.
You know what? All right, we'll have to see.
I have
think
a feeling that the most you need is if it gets
Hold on, I
shot,
got it.
it's gonna go down.
All right. It's a stealth plus awareness drone.
All right. So, you'll have to. So you got it. So you're going to have. It will be a wits plus technology check for you to fly the thing.
Oh, good thing I get 5 dice total with those combined.
I mean, the fly the thing, I would say difficulty 4. Like, you haven't flown one in a minute, but it's not exactly rocket science.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I used this thing.
Yeah, but, so that's my justification for making it difficulty 4.
All right, let's do this. 9, a 3, 6, a 7, and an 8.
You make it, type it in dice rolls for the other people to see, but that's 4 successes I just saw. But, be thankful that I am just observational like that. Ignore the times I sometimes forget to observe the basic rules, but anyway, ignore that.
We're gonna get rules wrong here and there. We're gonna be misunderstanding stuff. It's
fine. But anyway, so you get the flying, and at first
I left my lights on.
you're kind of rusty at the drone, but then you get the hang of it, and it feels like yesterday was when you were last flying something like this. You're
Oh man.
getting the hang of it, and you're just flying it around the botanical gardens. You're getting aerial shots. Now, on the outside, you wouldn't tell this is like a big meeting place. There's only like some run-of-the-mill, like what appear to be run-of-the-mill like security guards, like kind of patrolling because it's later at night. And you see some people walking in and out because it's like it's closing time, so they're just telling people over megaphones, facility's closing. And everybody's leaving. And you just see some normal security guards out front. You don't see anything weird or fucked up on the exterior.
Yeah.
Yet. And as you're kind of looking, and everybody's out, you see like 2 security guards looking at each other, and they go up to a third one, and they tell him, "Don't worry, we got this from here." Are you sure? I know you guys have been having some like issues. No, it's fine. We got this. Just go in, rookie. Just go home and call it a day. Your paycheck will be waiting. Oh, awesome, cool. I thought I was scheduled to be here later. Change of plans, last minute. But hey, you still get your paycheck. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Have a good day, guys. Yeah, you too. You see the young, scrappy security guard enter like his car. Go back. No, he goes into the building. They kind of like, you know, change, and then he's like leaving. And all. Oh, silly you. Anyway, so the older security guards are kind of looking at each other after this, and then they're like just, and they walk inside after looking at each other. That's the only thing that seems a little abnormal.
Then I guess they're looking. I guess they're expecting us.
Oh, am I glad that the rotors on this thing are quiet?
I'm glad that thing has good hearing.
Look
Hold
at.
on a second. Just to re-clarify, are you coming in with us, or are you gonna stay out here and do the drone stuff?
I guess I'm gonna do the drone stuff, yeah.
All right,
I'll-
cool. If
I'll stay on
anybody
comms
tries
with
to
you
like
guys.
harm you in any measurable capacity, yell something that is deeply conspicuous, so we know for a fact that you're in trouble.
All right. Let me.
I
What
don't know.
about help on being attacked?
I was gonna say I'm going into labor, but no, that sounds pretty good too, actually.
Okay, why
What the fuck is wrong with everyone?
I said deeply conspicuous. A man going into labor is very conspicuous.
So was a man yelling about how he's being attacked. Like,
I mean,
how does your brain work? That's your go-to.
Do you have any idea how boring it is to work at an accounting firm?
So
No.
is he going to be doing this through the walkie-talkie? I assume that he would just say help. I think that would be very conspicuous to be
We'll figure
screaming
it out.
help.
We'll figure it out.
Oh,
I might scream
Okay,
I'm going in labor.
fine.
I might.
You can just say you're being attacked. Alternatively, the one that we did before, where you just like don't say anything into the don't say anything into the walkie-talkie. Just tap the side of it twice, so it sounds like it's going like grr.
No.
You know?
Now we're talking about being subtle.
Well, no, like that's the subtle alarm. Like if you think someone's on you and you think you're in trouble.
You
Alright,
notice
good
that.
idea.
You notice the drone is giving like a warning on the screen. It appears to be a little icon in the shape of like a water droplet.
Oh.
No.
might wanna
You still
retrieve
have
that
a
thing.
moment to fly it. The bad news is that you might have to do an intelligence plus craft later. Good news is that the sound of the rain helps obfuscate the rotors.
Like when it's done, I'll try fixing it for you or something.
Is
Yeah,
that thing
I'll
gonna be
just bring
okay?
I'll just bring this thing back in for now.
You bring it back in. Thankfully,
I wipe it off. I
yeah,
let it dry.
you let it dry
Let it
for a
hang to
moment.
dry.
But yeah, that's kind of the upside. Is you might, if you flew it out again, it would be like an intelligence plus craft to repair the thing. But the rain helps obfuscate any rotor noise, so there's that.
Okay, and he's just making notes for the drones, like add waterproofing, better recording system, a recording system.
Yeah.
Now, may I make a new attempt at hacking into the money card, or should I wait till the next day? I forget when I last did that.
It's been a minute. However, you did it for, you actually did it that day. However, if you want to, risk something,
No,
if you want to risk a willpower, if you fuck up the roll, you can do it again.
I'll wait for the next day.
Alright. So, another.
Alright, should we just head in then? Should we start the next part?
Probably a good time to get moving, yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna take one of my pills that I keep on forgetting that I have an addiction to.
It's,
Not the Vicodin.
Whenever your ADHD makes you forget to take your highly addictive medicine.
not bro ADHDing his way out of addiction.
I'm ADHD my way into addiction.
Now we're gonna look into I'm gonna double check a mechanic really quickly. Out of danger. Yeah, I think it should be fine for now. So, does anyone else have anything?
I'm ready to go in.
All right.
I'm also ready to go.
I'm ready to
So-
go.
So you all prepare to go in.
I open door, I scream, "Hello, everybody, I am here."
I am here, everybody.
So, we repeat what we did at the end of the last session. You go through door after door, and as you do, the rain gets a little quieter because you're going deeper into the building. You are greeted, you are greeted with, like, just the strange plants, the introduction, and you have all, or before, the mystery man in question. Let me go get his portrait. He sits, and remember that at his table, there is a couple other people, but there are two, like, figures behind him. One seems to almost have, like, a shaggy hair and almost seems to be, like, kind of, keeping a stoic appearance. But the other is, like, a weird, bald-looking man, weirdly, like, pale and, like, somewhat, like, wrinkly on the forehead in ways that, like, the human face isn't really that much. But before you is this man. He's a well, isn't it the people of the hour, huh? Say, I've been hearing a little bit about you, not every day that, that a group walks into town with somebody already, getting people to look for him.
It is at this moment that Steph specifically realizes that none of us decided who was going to be the talker in this scenario.
Oh, you decided me. I just wasn't sure if there was more. Oh, I
alright.
thought we decided me. I would like to roll a. Oh God, there's a cockroach on my desk. Oh no.
What the fuck?
I would like to roll a. So I have. I guess I could go with insight. I was thinking etiquette, but I would like to go with insight. I guess of how do I. How should I approach this guy? What is the type of personality this guy would like?
So that would be a difficulty, like, for insight plus... let me go get the character creation sheet once again.
I assume wits.
We'll turn off the rain because we're deep in the building. Wits. Insight difficulty 5 because he's a little bit, hard to read.
Alright, so wits and insight. That'd be 5 to... Oh, man. Okay, wait. 5... Oh, man, this is going to be a bit difficult for me. Nope. Alright, I'm struggling to read this guy.
You're struggling to read him. You can't tell what his next move is. Imagine you, like... When you get some insight into somebody, you can kind of tell, like, what their next move is. You kind of can't with this guy in particular. His unpredictability might almost appear to be worrying to you.
And I'm going to approach and say, hello, it's good to meet you, and I've heard that you would benefit from us.
Benefit? Oh... We need a little help, man, but, yeah, I guess we can benefit a little bit. So, you know why we, scheduled the meeting, right?
Well, we were told that, you needed something moved.
You need people who can handle weapons.
Oh! I guess that'd be pretty sweet, too, huh?
Oh, and I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Alexander, and these are... And I'm gonna just recite off the names that we gave ourselves.
He eventually stares at you, like making direct eye contact. And this is like a very tense stare. This would be a... So when he stares into your eyes, would you, how would you feel? If you feel rather tense and you try to hide that, it could be like a composure plus subterfuge. The hide him from reading you. Difficulty
Alright.
4.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong roll. That wasn't my roll. I
Alright.
accidentally pressed enter,
Alright. Well, again.
and that was also the last. That was the last stats. All right, so composure plus subterfuge could. Okay, yeah. I'm not. So this is to get him to not read me.
Yeah. Difficulty was 4, so that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. He looks on and he can't get a read on you either. And he's just, huh. Kind of weird to give out your last name, man, but who am I to judge?
I didn't give
Lorenzo.
out my last name.
No, your real. Your real name, whatever, man. Real name. My name's Lorenzo. Yeah, some smokers would be nice, but truth is, I just wanted to see what was causing such a ruckus out in town. To be the truth, we had one of our guys. We got one of our biggest paychecks yet. Was some random guy paid one of our other guys to look for a group. Kind of looked like and he looks kind of it kind of looks like at the group. And it appears that Dr. Arkham is outside, correct? Near the entrance?
Yeah.
So he kind of looks there and says, huh. They kind of described a group like yours, man, but there was like some other guy had gray streak down his forehead. It seemed kind of interesting. Kind of want to see how that worked. But,
Oh well. He's behind right now.
Behind. So, you're gonna bring his weapon, so, they seem legit, right? He turns to the pale figure in the back. The pale figure says nothing. Only stares blankly. Don't worry about him. Kinda freaks me out too. So and then he looks back at you. So, yeah, have you had any experience? Have you had any experience in this? I don't want a bunch of newbies fucking up our whole operation.
Well, I've had my fair share of jobs. So has my friend. What's Joshy's fake name?
Carl.
Carl. So is Carl. Some of these others, they were more. They're tagging along. They're friends of ours. I
Used
don't.
to
You would
keeping
have to.
people's noses out of where they don't belong.
Oh, I like you. Oh, man, I like you. Oh, you see.
What about you, Juno? Do you have any experience with this kind of thing?
I have quite a bit of experience with running businesses, at least. Sometimes it's stuff like this. Other times it's a little bit more of the, sometimes even riskier, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
We weren't expecting exactly to get a job, but we're happy enough to do it.
The best part is that sometimes I'm even my own supplier.
Well, you see, there's out in another park. It's, out near further past the downtown area. It's, I can't recall it, but I'll write it down for you, when you need to know. But there's a park area, you go over there and you, take a shovel, you bury a little box in there, and yeah, that's how we do it. But, there's some, yeah. That's all. Another.
We're just burying a box?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Sounds easy enough. And what are we getting out of this?
Woo! What are you getting out of it? Let's say, a backstage pass, if you know what I mean.
Can I do another insight check to see if I know what he means?
Yes. Difficulty 3.
Plus wits?
Yes. Wits plus insight. Oh, you succeeded.
Not yet. Now I
Alright,
did.
Now you did. God. I'm just now seeing the proper, the chat.
Are you
Anyway,
talking about the omelet bit?
yeah. But anyhow, omelets aside, you get the he's basically, the reward is, the message is, if you, don't fuck this up, you might be able to get access to, some resources. Maybe if you play your cards right, a couple years down the line, you might be given the ultimate gift. If you play your cards right.
I see.
However, with the unpredictability of this person, something tells you that if you do fuck this up, it will not end well.
Well, we'll be happy to work together.
Uh.
And how big is this box? Is he showing the box right now?
He's like, fine. He claps twice, and the guy with the long hair behind him just kind of nods, runs up, and he wheels it in. It is about like the size of like half of your body. And it's a pretty, it's not like ginormous, but it's a pretty decently sized, pretty big.
Is this like a crate?
It's a crate.
Is it like, how much does it weigh?
What are the dimensions of the box?
It would require to put this into weight. Carrying this thing would be a would be like a couple like strength checks. Difficulty like 5. It's a pretty heavy one. He's like,
out of curiosity, would like lifting a box really be considered a strength check? Because like the strength stat actually does have like a weight.
Are we allowed to take the dolly with us when we leave?
oh yeah. And he looks at, oh yeah, I was gonna give you the dolly. And besides, you're not gonna be doing this by yourselves. I'm not an idiot after all. He'll go with you. He pats the man in the leather trench coat in the back. And not the leather jacket behind him.
Wait, the bald guy?
Not the bald guy. The bald guy is wearing a suit.
Oh, okay. Is it just a goon?
It is a goon. Their illustration was done earlier, so their art style looks a little different, and by a little I mean a lot. But this is the guy who's going.
That guy looks like a goon, all right.
He's just kind of silent.
And will you be providing the ride, or will we be taking our own?
You guys got here on your own pretty decently, so you shouldn't need a ride from us.
Alright then.
Somebody, another, member barges in through the door. There's a random, security guard, but something feels off. He's, is like, oh, sorry for the meeting. Yeah, don't, just, he looks at you guys. Yeah, whatever, just, keep your mouth shut, listen to him. He's like, and then Lorenzo gets up. He approaches the security guard. I can handle it myself. Yes, sir. Lorenzo is up in this guy's face. It is not looking good for this random security guard who barged in the middle of a meeting and just blurted this out. And that. So does any of you want to just sit back and watch what is happening, or do you guys have a comment that you want to blurt out in this moment?
These guys are on their own business. So I'm gonna just let them to it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. It better not. And Lorenzo goes, is about to go back towards his chair. And the man that was assigned to go with you says, Lorenzo, sir, he didn't mean anything by it. Just try to just breathe. Just, you know he didn't mean anything by it. Just, you know, you don't need to be doing this again. Just breathe in and breathe out. Oh. Alright. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright. We have business to conduct. He rushes in with a foot. Trips the security guard. You hear a brief scream before a splat noise. Repeated stomps into the ground. The ground is shaking beneath you. It is like it is like construction equipment is being taken to concrete within next to you. You feel the table shake with every thunderous stomp. And he keeps stomping more, further and further. The corpse is obscured by the table, only the brief huge splashes of blood coming from it. And quite frankly, you do not want to know how the corpse is appearing after stomps powerful enough to rival a jackhammer descend upon it. You also can get a brief glimpse that the man that was going to help you is trying to hide his worry. He does not look like he is hanging in there. Lorenzo then stops, breathes in, then breathes out. He looks at you all. He's like, oh yeah, business. Yeah, you hope you just get the smuggling out. Lorenzo sits in his chair and he pulls it back and he sits down and he stares upon you. Oh, don't just stand there. Ah, right, sorry. The man that was destined to help you approaches you. He's like, come on, we have a job to do.
We do.
Shit, I guess.
And I guess we're gonna walk back out.
You walk back out. You walk out of the building. You hear the rain again as you're slowly approaching. You can't help but think of the horrifically, and as you're going by this, you go by the plants, the ones that struck you as rather odd, and you have finally exited the building. It is later into the night, and the rain is hitting. The man that was supposed to guard you, the stoic, calm man, decides to breathe. Not that it would help. Not that he would need to. Oh, look. God.
You have an exciting boss.
Is that a regular
Yeah.
occurrence?
This exciting's a hell of a word to use for that.
Yeah, my words exactly. I've been having... You know, let's get off the fucking premise. I've been having to deal with that for a year now.
A year now?
Yeah. You know, if it wasn't for my abilities that I had ahead of time, I probably wouldn't have an arm. I'll just say that.
Are you particularly skilled at something?
Well,
Can I like look at his mouth while he talks, see if I notice like any teeth?
difficulty 4, This would be a wits plus insight because you're getting a glimpse in between him talking.
Would it be awareness?
Oh, I'd say awareness plus wits.
Difficulty 4.
AC, I posted something in my secret channel.
All right. My apologies. Let me peep that.
No, I can't see. Wait, actually, let me see. There's a 10 in there. 9. Okay, that would be a success if we count 10s as 2s. Or 2 successes.
There's a normal system. You see a bit of fangs, but he does catch you looking at them. He's like, oh. I mean, yeah, and he shows you his teeth. He's like, I mean, yeah, of course. Like, you wouldn't be here if y'all didn't know about this.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm more surprised that you're this willing to work with, just regular people, for the most part.
I was honestly gonna be more secretive about it, but because all we did was talk to a waiter. He just told us that he wanted a gun smuggler.
Well,
does the waiter know you're being very open about this.
Well,
yeah, nobody told us.
Here's the thing. What Lorenzo is very... Lorenzo is the type to be open about what he is. He doesn't believe in hiding all that much. Although, thankfully, due to elders around him and, well, you saw him, the man in the room, they're able to keep incidents down so the public doesn't know still, but he's a little louder about this kind of thing. And we have a fair bit of people who are partially us.
Do you enjoy working for these people?
No. Hell, I just meant, nah.
Do you need to, do you want to, go somewhere to, vent that's not directly outside of your place of business?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were already driving.
You guys go towards, you guys got a vehicle for this kind of thing? Or...
You got a bus?
Didn't know you'd be open about it, but yeah, sure, alright.
I mean, we had to go somewhere. Somehow.
We're in this for the long haul at this point, I think.
You all walk towards the bus with him.
I take it we loaded up the crate. How heavy is this thing?
He helps. It's pretty heavy, though he helps you with it.
Is this like a 2-man job kind of crate?
It's a 2-man job kind of crate, but you notice that he's having a little bit of an easier time with it. He looks at you all as he's packing it away. He's like, this is, and he kind of walks towards somebody standing the farthest away from the group. I'll say Arkham. He's like, it kind of says to you all, this is more of a surveillance kind of thing, if I'm being upfront.
Surveillance?
Well, you guys do something, I keep an eye. If you guys do an obvious fuck up, I either have to...
Shadowing
I thought you meant the, what was in the box was the surveillance thing.
Essentially. You guys got lucky, I'll say that for free. There was somebody who apparently put a contract out looking for you, but the reason why we know this is that he went to one of our guys first, and after we were made aware of this, we decided to kind of, actually look into the thing.
We have a contract on us?
Just to look for one of you. I think it was a...
Do you know who?
We couldn't get a name. The guy who reported there reported that that the right hand felt a little cold, but that's the only distinguishing thing we know.
I take it Arkham is around hearing this.
You guys went back to the bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came with you. He's not just gonna keep standing there.
I know, the
Arkham continues
location...
to stand out in the rain in the observatory.
I was a bit
botanical
lost
garden.
on the location we were currently in.
He is going to walk to the park.
Yes, he is on the bus with him.
The bus.
So you mentioned that there's others like you? You said something like that?
He takes a look at like the interior of the bus, and he kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "You're let me guess, hunters?"
We're a job. We do jobs.
Yeah, well, you know, blood-sucking type. I really feel I don't feel it feels wrong being, you know, as transparent about this with you guys, but it's not like the boss is exactly secretive about him.
I was about to add, most vampires don't usually come out with a lot of this information forthwith like this.
Yeah, and for good reason.
I mean, hey, if you want, hey, I'm not sure about the rest of these guys, but I'm pro, like, morality is complicated, and, you know, people like you guys might not necessarily be inherently evil.
Are you trying to hit on him?
I didn't say that.
Oh, not a lot of us are, though I will say this for free. I have a weird feeling Lorenzo is just inherently evil. That guy is just... What,
Gotcha. Okay,
you
we
saw
got
a
the
tame,
go-ahead.
You saw a tame version of what happened last week. I will say this for free.
Oh wow, a tame version. Jesus Christ.
So, like, what happened when I went to the bathroom and then my dad started talking to me about the car?
Wait, is this out of... I take it this is out of character.
Yeah, it's out of character.
Pink glasses man.
You can call him
brutally
Lorenzo.
beat up a man. Tuco Salamanca did the thing that he did.
Wait, what do you last remember, Sim?
I remember him talking about how this guy was gonna go with us to the drop.
Okay, so basically he's just been, like, forthcoming about how he hates his job.
Okay.
He's been venting.
Yeah, no,
also
Jerry's ghost dad appeared to talk to him about the Cadillac that Jerry has in a storage facility in Montana.
Because like Jerry's dad's dead.
I guess now Jerry's dad is dead, yeah.
That, good work, Josh. You killed Jerry's dad.
Well, the name, the term ghost implies it by itself.
Dad murderers aside.
Oh my god, his dad's Bill Cosby.
So
that's worse than dying. I'm gonna be.
That's incredibly strange considering that Jerry's white.
Halvesies.
Oh, well, so
yeah, congratulations. Orange has made you like an honorary Cosby.
I mean, I was making a reference about Ghost, the film Ghost Dad, but if you want to extrapolate that,
yeah, because we're gonna fucking know Ghost
Nobody
Dad.
thinks about him as the funny comedian. No, we know him as the funny non-consent guy now. That's just how it is. It's been like this for years.
He's such a funny non-consent guy.
You know what's funnier than anything in the world? Not providing. No.
So I'm going
anyway,
I'm gonna ask this man who has a little bit of purple on his face. I'm sorry, I just noticed that. What's his name again?
He never provided it.
What is his name? What is your name, man? Mr. Man, Mr. Dude Man.
My name, I don't know, call me, what the hang on. He checks his ID. He's like,
we're gonna call you Goon now. Your name is Goon. Welcome.
Did you forget your name?
I have been,
Okay, hold on.
you know what, just, call me Smith.
How about G? Okay, Smith works too.
I've been going into aliases for a while now. It's been a minute since my actual name's been uttered.
Well, anyway, Mr. Goon, why not join one of the other groups? I assume there's more.
Oh, the other groups that have all been driven out of here by violence and pure force? The ones that
Okay,
have
so-
caused massive casualties to get them out in the first place? Yeah, those groups.
Oh, interesting.
Do you want us to help you kill your boss?
He looks at... Yeah, I kind of want you guys to help me kill my boss.
Ooh,
Alright.
exciting.
Well, you want to make sure you don't have like a hidden microphone on your body or something like that.
It's not on my body. I checked. The only thing if there was any, the only thing they would be hearing is the sounds of rain from a trash can.
You know what? Maybe that commenter was right. We wouldn't be good hunters.
I think we're doing great, personally.
I just outwardly declared that I find vampire morality to be a broad spectrum and not pure
Jerry
evil,
is
so
electing
no.
to not start a fight.
The us not questioning if this dude was fucking having like a hidden like audio device on him is like actually like a really bad thing we didn't check for.
Hey, I didn't say shit.
That's a good thing
I'm
for
still
you to
upstairs.
say.
I'm still upstairs trying to see if I find anything sus on the.
I assume that you're down here and have introduced yourself.
No, I'm still upstairs.
I think we're
Good one.
driving, aren't we?
No, they haven't driven yet. You're all like just kind of going into
The bus.
The
Not the
bus.
van, the bus. I want to keep on calling it a van. It's a bus.
The
The
battle
mystery
bus.
machine.
Get inside the van bus.
Yo, who's winning in the twerk off in the battle bus?
All right, so we have gotten into the round table. We are talking in the round table. This is our setting.
Wait, are we actually willing to just bring him onto the I was about to call it the battle bus, the bus?
I thought that
We're
was
already
the
on
idea.
the bus. We're on our way there.
They aren't providing a ride.
Can I give a critique?
Yes.
AC or the man?
No, the guy is.
All right.
You know, I know we have our disciplines, but I think we have our like weird abilities, but like it appears you guys have your own weird ability called luck, and it's prevented you guys from, not being like knee deep in shit for essentially doing what you're doing right now, which
It's almost like we're doing a dice game.
Listen, man, like, I don't really know how else to tell you. I don't know about the rest of these guys, but, like, if I died by you just suddenly deciding to heel turn and bite me in the neck, I would be both very happy and dubiously aroused.
What the fuck?
he looks at you with, like, almost, like, disgust. He's like,
All right, Steph is
That's
a
the
traitor.
intended reaction, baby.
We need to kill Steph. Steph is a liability. We gotta kill her.
fucking guy. Anyway.
I kick Steph in the balls.
What balls?
In the,
The balls that he,
Step-
the balls that he just gave you.
Anyway.
I take her glasses and step on them.
Failing anatomy aside,
Failing anatomy?
I mean, I would describe that as pretty failed anatomy, yeah.
So
You know,
anyway,
that's just the entire female like organ evolution.
so
The
this-
horror that is.
So Smith looks at you and he's like, and he looks at into the box. He's like, incredibly lucky that you are incredibly lucky that out of fear I have done many dubious things, because I feel like this would have been bugged if it weren't from his weird trust in me. Which
I mean, like, that was gonna be...
doesn't
I mean, that was
protect you
also
from his
gonna be-
unpredictability. I will warn you that. That guy he stomped was an asset of his for years.
Ooh, interesting.
Was he close emotionally?
I don't know if anybody's fucking close to that guy emotionally. I'm gonna be real. I can't get a read on the guy.
Does he... actually, that's an interesting line of inquiry. Does he have, like, any kind of private life, or is he just kind of like an all-business type?
Every now and then he goes places to check in on someone. I'm never given the details because, well, he gave that detail to the guy before me. The guy before me went to visit him with urgent news. However, he viewed this guy as crossing a line. He tore this guy apart. Literally.
Oh, we're
I'm getting the
dealing with
sense
Darth
he likes
Vader.
to do that.
It's... He does it, he doesn't. I can't get a read on him.
Like he regrets it afterwards.
He says he regrets it, but he's the kind of guy who will kill someone horribly, and if he worked with them, he will scream about how he regrets that he did what he had to do, but then he'll just walk off like nothing happened. It's
Like,
Is your boss like regularly high, or is this a new thing?
it's he was a lot. It's recent. It's complicated. He was always a little unpredictable, but he's been a little more erratic recently. I don't know the real reason, but I think I think there might have been an artifact or something. He went to go see something, and what came out of that event is the current one we are dealing with.
So
Okay.
wait, that what's in the box? An artifact?
Well, in the artifact in the box, that's just a couple rifles and some cocaine.
That's it?
Well,
Next thing you know, they're gonna be having us deliver a sarcophagus or some shit.
I thought it was some antediluvian. That's not actually what I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say, it's like, wait, how the fuck do you know that?
No, I thought it was an antediluvian and a bomb. No, I was expecting it to be a bit more. Okay, I'm failing. I'm looking for a word. I'm looking for a word that means fancy.
Vampire?
Sure, let's go with that. I expected it to
Well-
be more vampire-y.
You're new to this, and
Vampiric?
besides, this is more of a test, if anything. This is more of, but thankfully, after doing some things that I regret, after doing some stuff that I'm not going to talk about, I got this position, and after a year or two of waiting, I think I am in a good position, and I think I might be able to finally be free of this guy. So,
Oh?
so the plan is, at least my plan, we will do this, well, we're going to do this job as normal. We're going to bury it, whatever. After that, I am going to need one of you to call a number on a payphone nearby. Not nearby, but we're going to go far away from there, into the city. One of you is going to need to call a payphone. And it might be a little risky because it might be eyes, it might not be. I can't tell you for sure. But when you call this number, you will say that you are asking for an in-person commission. And once that is settled, I should be able, in at least a couple days, to get us some assistance.
So we just do this guy's bidding for the next couple of days.
In the meantime, yeah, but unless you have some, although I will say, if you do kill him, you want to make sure that you kill him first and you do it quickly. If he survives, if either he survives or the killing kills somebody else, we are going to be dealing with an unusually high body count of civilians. Things will be bad. So we need to do this. We need to get him without him even getting an ounce of warning. Because if he knows, he will initiate something really bad. And there's going to be a lot of good people in the crossfire.
Well, it seems you kept your humanity.
How the
Well,
okay,
to be completely honest with you, I think it would be a little too loud, if I'm being completely honest.
You know what?
But
True.
there you go.
Something like this happened, it'd almost be zero denying it if people in the hundreds go missing in a city.
Like just
That
no
would be-
masquerade. Like
that
that
would
would
be
just that would obliterate the masquerade. I'm gonna be upfront with you.
How do you know about that?
We're talking to a vampire. How do
Wait,
I
did
not
you
know
say
about
that?
this?
Wait. Did you say that out or in character?
I assumed that was just a thing that we know.
Yo,
Well, I
no,
mean,
really,
he doesn't know what we know.
Oh, yeah, no, I said that out loud.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, isn't like the fucking out of character? Isn't like the masquerade a thing that like most hunters don't even fucking know about? And if
Oh,
they
is that a
do, they
thing?
keep tight-lipped.
I'm
that-
going
is
to
that more-
interject. I'm going to interject as saying it's just a turn of phrase. Is it something more?
I didn't say that in character, by the way, but I was a
I'm-
genuine.
I'm interjecting stuff.
Oh.
I mean, like, if it's okay, then look, I can take that back.
Okay,
If I'm doing like a lore faux pas, then I don't mind just kind
He
of
says,
nixing the statement.
Like, it's not out
hunters
of
know, but
character,
it's not out of
know.
characters for hunters to know. It's just really alarming.
It's
Oh.
both not out of character, but it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, a lot of hunters don't actually know the details.
Like, out of character. Seven knows about the Camarilla. He like dropped it once because he was in a safe spot that he knows. Other than that, he keeps his like mouth fucking shut.
I only
he knows you don't fuck around
The
with them.
names are with the way that vampires operate. Knowing these terms is almost an inherent incognito hazard if you express them aloud.
Fair.
Because he mentioned something about other vampire groups, I expressly did not mention the Camarilla.
Here, if I could adjust the statement slightly in regards to 100 people just kind of going missing in the blink of an eye, that would probably expose vampire. That would be that'd be a hard thing to cover up, to say the least.
Yeah, it would. You see, at least what my original employers would actually, give a shit about something like that. My current employers are the type that are very proud of what they are, very boastful, though they do have some mild secrecy, and they're still a lot louder than they should be. They've been a thorn in our side, and unfortunately, the reason why we haven't been able to take back over is they've gotten some two strong people that have been able to keep them out.
Wait, take back over? Are you still part of another group?
Well, I will say this. All you need to know, I was undercover. There was two groups. There was Group A and Group B. I was part of Group A, undercover and disguised as a member of Group B. Group C comes in, wipes out most of Group A and B, and I pretend to join the side of Group C out of survival.
Okay,
fucking
so
cop.
I'm hearing like three faction.
One undercover cop.
Yeah, I'm hearing like three. Before we go on to
it's not
Sims, I actually do want to do like a insight here. If I can figure out, okay, so it sounds like there's three factions. Is there like an insight I can do to see if there what a third faction would be?
Insight plus occult, difficulty 4.
All right, wait, the insight wouldn't it be attribute plus skill?
Oh, attribute. Oh, that's my bad. Occult plus wits.
Would it be intelligence or wit? It's the same number
Actually,
either way.
intelligence.
As this is happening, Zach like walks down the stairs slowly, just to make because he heard an unfamiliar voice, and he just looks over and he sees Smith.
We have a new friend.
For the sake of E, should we just say that Zach was
Explain what
listening
happened.
in?
No, he was too busy looking on the drone. But let's just say that the party explains to him what's going on.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
4.
Oh, I got a crit.
Critical. You remember learning about
310.
this. Your organization taught you about this in detail. A movement of bloodsuckers who believe in freedom and saying "fuck the man." A kind of rowdy, almost anarchic bunch.
I forgot about them. I forgot about the anarchs. I was thinking you were gonna talk. I thought it was gonna be the ministry. I completely forgot about the anarchs.
Out of character, there are vampires who don't know about the ministry's existence.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know about the ministry's existence.
Yeah,
The
it
fuck
is.
is the ministry?
It is specifically like a cult of Set, like the Egyptian god Set, that is specifically within our region, if I remember correctly.
It's in Cincinnati.
It's like Midwest or something.
Like the Midwest.
Like in
Why the fuck
Indiana.
is there a cult set in the Midwest?
Let's not have anything.
Throw hands with Paradox on that one.
Okay, so could I get like a repeat of what this guy said his story was with the A's and B's and C's?
Okay, so I'll, out of character recap with the terminology because you got the critical. Camarilla originally, there's a back and forth between them and Anarchs. He was an undercover, like, for the Camarilla, working for Anarchs. And then the Sabbat rolled up, they managed to successfully wipe out a bunch of people, and he said that he told them that he was going to join the Sabbat out of a means of survival. So he is currently almost like a weird, like, almost
Triple
He's in
agent.
a
Triple agent.
situation. He's in a situationship with the Sabbat.
yeah, and also a triple agent of sorts. He does it though for reasons I can't be able to contact Group A. It's just, I will say, y'all, on one hand, him being dangerous, you know, terrible, but on the other hand, it's kind of a good thing for you guys because it's gotten me quite desperate. It's the reason why I'm even entertaining this with you, because you guys seem you would be prepared for this kind of thing.
Hey, so,
Loosely. Yeah.
this conversation's all great and all, but I noticed something on the drone camera.
What?
Drone camera?
By all means.
The plants inside the building? They were fucking moving.
Oh, the
Ooh.
plants. Oh, that's a old Group A relic. They were very proud of that one. However, the last botanist, I'll say, was kidnapped, and I guess, for lack of a better term, his moves. To put in, you guys are young. I'll put it in video game terms. In video game terms, that his move set was absorbed to somebody,
Oh,
and yeah, so yeah, they were. So yeah, the plants. Why do you think we have a meeting in the botanical gardens? I will say, if you were planning to get him then and there, you would still have to deal with handling the plants and the other of my types.
Sounds like
Right.
fire would make a good situation to set up if that ever came about.
I've got a guy who should.
Well, if there's
who
one
could
thing
give
that I
us some
think we're good at,
materials.
it's burning shit down. If that dream was anything to go off of.
So where's the nearest groups around here? Are they far off or are they nearby?
They're far. They're hour drives away from here at most. Group C has this under tight lock.
Do they have tight lock over this entire state?
They might if things keep going. It's just
No one's been able to make up their lost ground yet. No one's trying to push back.
They're I don't know the specific plans. You see, I've lost communication with Group A or Group B a while ago. And any attempt to make communication would probably get me killed. Like, for real. And, well, I've seen attempts of Group B taking it back, but I have also seen them made examples to other groups. So if Group A is planning to take it back, They are trying to do it very slowly and carefully. In fact, it's a part of the reason why I told you to call that number.
What does this number do exactly?
It talks to a guy on the inside of Group A, friend of mine, but once he gets the hearing from me, he will, call up some higher representatives, and he'll organize enough of them so they can get the go-ahead. Now, especially if they know they have someone on the inside.
Interesting. But it sounds like right now, just we follow along, we play along with the plan.
Yeah.
Do what these guys want, and don't get on their bad side.
Correct.
Seems simple enough. Did he say when he wanted to do the payphone thing?
He said that he wanted to do it, like, the moment you, like, after you guys dropped off the box, but it would take a couple days to get everything set up.
Is he the one doing the payphone, or are we?
You are.
Why do you want us to do the payphone and not you? They probably know you.
They know my voice. If they hear me on the phone, on the payphone lines, they'll know what I'm doing, and I can't risk that. That could get me killed, and, well, because I'm supposed to watch you over you guys, that might also, risk you as well.
Do you not want the people on the payphone to hear your voice? Wouldn't that be legitimacy for your group?
If they hear another, they'll understand.
I see.
The person you're calling is someone that, is prepped, when they hear the phrase, no matter who says it.
I see. Oh, that sounds like a plan. Does anybody have any... Oh, yes, actually. So you mentioned having some particular skills that are unique to you, I think you said. What would those skills be?
Those skills in particular, I guess moving faster, but I don't want to tell you more than you know. I'll just say that I can move a little bit faster than the average person.
Alright, interesting. Well then, does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I actually do. Do you know anything about these plant things?
Oh, yeah, like I said, Group A, through a process, would, use a little bit of, their blood and some other blood, and they would empower it. Basically, through some weird rituals, they could essentially embrace plants. Oh. They could turn plants, essentially. So what you are...
Vampire plants. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not exactly deep into blood botany myself, but it's what I know.
So what gave us away for you assuming that we knew what you were?
Well, one, you guys have a 2-story like weird double-decker bus, experience with like arms, and also another thing that did kind of give you away is and it kind of looks at you all. You would probably be asking me and panicking, what was that back there, when you watch a man be stomped with superhuman strength, but the fact that wasn't any of your questions kind of tells me that you may be used to that kind of thing.
Alright, fair enough.
To be fair, we've heard exploits of we've heard a little bit of what your boss does to the people who cross him, so we weren't entirely surprised. All things considered, it's probably good he didn't catch on that. You didn't catch on that. He didn't. You caught on.
I think he knows.
I couldn't tell you if he caught on or not, but regardless, he'll treat you the same. It's, I couldn't tell you.
Whatever gets the ball rolling. Now, I will say I actually did have a little bit of a question because you mentioned that there was a guy who knew things about your boss's private life. Now, I know you it seems as if he's had his skull also crushed in and all that
Pulverized.
stuff. Do you know where he used to live? Because maybe he kept an in-depth notebook. I don't know.
He I will say he has a apartment in it's one of the city areas, but I will warn you that that apartment, at least that floor, is specifically leased out to not
You
people.
guys.
Yeah, us.
I mean, hey, it
So,
sounds exciting regardless. Something to keep in mind, I guess.
yeah. So
question, does-
I will
Question. Oh, go on.
I will warn you though. Although if Lorenzo is a little scary, the man in the back, absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. What's the deal with the old man?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh. Well, he's not. Well, he is old, but you see, when he used to look a lot better, but when he got his abilities, he's not the type to care about looks.
Are you about to tell me that he went bald because he got superpowers?
He shaved before he got them. He found his
Alright.
hair to be, this is speculation, tall tales, mind you. I remember Lorenzo said that he found hair distracting.
Does he talk?
Not around me. Or, I've never heard him talk once in my life. Lorenzo says he said he talked once. It's, he's a very business kind of person. He's less of a talker and more of what we call a cleaner, if you will. Somebody who cleans up messes quickly and efficiently.
So what we should probably, since you were able to piece together we were hunters, it's probably no shit that guy, the bald guy you're talking about, also knows we're fucking hunters as well.
Well,
Yeah, if we step out of line, we're probably gonna fucking die super hard.
most likely situation. Lorenzo probably doesn't know. Probably too busy being insane or whatever he does. This guy, he probably knows. He could probably, though. It's an unsure. It's with him. It's a coin toss. But I would just assume he knows and hope that he doesn't.
This might sound a bit silly, but honestly, I'm more concerned about prepping to fight that guy than Lorenzo, because this guy seems to play it very close to his chest.
I think we should
Yeah,
prep for
well, yeah,
fighting
this game-
both.
Don't fight him at close quarters. Just don't. Lorenzo might be strong, but I've seen him pop people's skulls like grapes in an instant.
Can we just avoid fighting him in general, or is
That's why we're not going to attack Lorenzo immediately. That's why you're going to call this guy, and when he arrives with a group of people in a couple days, we are going to infiltrate, and we are hoping to take Lorenzo out and just make a run for it.
Okay.
We might be able to
Yeah,
lure him
okay.
outside into an ambush.
I wouldn't recommend fighting him if you can. Though if you guys do have to fight him, traps and ranged weapons. No melee. No.
Well, I've got one of those covered. I don't know about you guys.
You don't expect to out brawl him or hit him with
Muscle him.
close quarters.
I assume that that if the cavalry's coming, it's gonna be a few guys. I imagine they could set up with snipers or something.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that when we get there. In the meantime, is there any more questions?
No, none from me.
I think I'm ready to go.
Out of curiosity, is our I forget his name, Adam? Was that the guy's name? The
Smith.
mage dude?
Chairman, yeah.
Yeah, is he just inside the glove box?
He right now he's kind of stretching his legs, but he was in the glove box earlier.
Alright, I'm just kind of curious what he was doing throughout this. I assume he was just listening.
He looks and he's like, you know, if my shit still worked, I would I'd offer some help, but my shit does not work. So alas.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
You've
It?
seen me. You've seen my inability to turn apples into concrete.
Oh, right, yeah.
Smith
Oh, I
goes
thought
over-
I thought Smith was talking.
No, Smith goes around and is like, wait, excuse me? Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't know. Just ignore that, please. Smith looks at you. He's like, you know, I can see why you were aware of this. Third reason why I know you guys are hunters.
Wait,
How many
why?
secret societies are there?
Sure.
Why was
We're
Adam?
all-
Why was Adam bringing up his like shit?
Said that because we thought that you were talking to him about like whether or not he would help and how.
No, I was just curious what he was doing.
He went,
Okay.
he was, although he is tired, he basically was like, I would offer help if I could, but I can't. He then rubs his eyes and he looks at Smith. He's like, is this one of you guys?
Yeah. Kinda.
Kinda.
We'll explain it later.
He's on our side, but he's kind of in like the penalty box, functionally. He can't do anything, if that's what you're wondering.
Smith
But I
is-
mean, on the plus side, he's probably not leaving the bus, so you know.
Question, does Smith recognize Zach's voice?
Zach's. I mean, he didn't see.
No, I mean, like, since he's a YouTuber.
Smith doesn't. Smith hasn't had the time for YouTube for a while.
Alright, should we just move to the next scene then?
Yeah, move to the next scene. You are outside. You are in the park, like, you're in, oh wait, let me get some, let me get a good sound. That's more outdoors if I can.
May we borrow the power of the storyteller to assume we have jackets for the rain?
Yeah. So, it's out in the rain. I would say that, let's see, quarry. Oh, whoopsies. I forgot to.
Is this distorted Minecraft music?
No, it's Silent Hill.
Distorted Minecraft music.
I forgot to export this section of the map outside of Clip Studio Paint. Just give me all of like 3 seconds to do that. And there you go. There's a theater nearby, but you guys go into the more of a park area by the river.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the Minecraft movie starring Jack Black. I can't wait.
You hear, you see like that, it's like, he looks out, it's like, wait, the theater's fucking packed. What the fuck's going on over there? It's a weekday and a late night. What kind of movie's airing? Anyway.
What movie is airing?
It is
In September of 2024.
let's look that up really quickly. I'm just gonna find some niche movie and I'm gonna be like, yo, it's actually popular.
You know, it came out in September of 2024. Megalopolis.
Oh no!
That shit sucks.
Everybody,
They weren't even able to.
Oh.
It's my favorite movie review of all time.
So
That
who
shit's
here
God.
is? May I? Okay, because me and AC actually watched it together. What did any of you guys watch Megalopolis?
No.
You guys
Never-
should. You guys
You
should.
could
That
not make me sit through Megacocalypse.
Megacocalypse is fucking something, isn't it, AC?
oh, it's something. But anyway, you go by the theaters and you hear people go. You guys kind of drive by the theater, but you hear like some various people talking and laughing. They're sliding lines like, "Go back to the club."
Go back to the club.
And you go by the Megacocalypse sweep.
What?
So this is going to be a little bit tougher because popular movie Megaopolis is airing.
And right alongside is the double feature of Joker 2.
I mean, I know that
think-
The Substance was actually airing, which I know that's a good movie, but it's funnier to say Joker and Megalopolis. But anyway, Joker Cocalypse aside,
I think modern cinema might be dead actually.
But the
I do
Minecraft
too,
movie
and I'm
comes out next
technically
year.
dead. The Smith.
But the Minecraft movie comes out next year.
This is not helping.
It's like, you know what? Let's just bury this box and it's like Minecraft. I don't fucking know, man. Let's just get this done. Smith is just this bringing
So
up the
checked out.
Minecraft movie has made him check out a little bit.
Should we scout out the area, make sure there's no one there, or are you confident that there's gonna be no one there?
He looks out. I'm gonna need to tell a guy he can go home, and we'll do this. He opens the bus door. He kind of does a weird route to meet this person, so it doesn't look like he's coming straight from the bus. So he goes to him, and you see him kind of having a conversation with like this cop, and they're having like a chat, and the cop just kind of waves and walks off, and then you see him kind of like give like a thumbs up towards the bus real quick. So
So should we like?
you should move. He gave you the go ahead.
Oh no, like Zach was gonna ask a different question. He was like, so should we like spray paint the bus a different color or something every time we go to a new town? So we don't get any
no.
heat on us?
That sounds like too
That's
much
something
fucking.
we should probably discuss later.
that sounds
I
like too
think
much
this is
fucking work,
something-
honestly.
I think for the sake of ease of having a single iconic object, perhaps we should just assume that it's not gonna matter until it does.
Well, I'm not really one. I'm not somebody who's prone to digging holes in the ground. Anyone wanna bum a cig? And I pull out a fucking
no, give
pack
me
of
the fucking
cigarettes.
shovel.
I can help dig.
Help dig.
I swing swords. I don't dig graves.
You guys start the dig. It is like muddy, so like although messy, it kind of is a little easier. And then you're digging, and you know time goes by. You guys get the box in, and you push it in. He like kind of sweeps. You see him sweeping the area. And when you have the dirt pile sorted out, you see him take out a little flag. It's like a tiny little like yellow flag that you would see like you would see like some people do if they're digging in public property put down. And he sticks it in the dirt pile. There.
So what's in this box, anyways?
Most likely rifles and like rifles, shotguns, maybe a little cocaine baggie for a little fun. But
Well, do you want to check or wait? What kind of box is it? Out of character?
it's like a cargo box. Like, it's about half the size of you almost.
Is it one of those boxes that where people will know that it was opened?
It is a wooden
If it was
crate.
open?
It's one of those things where you need a crowbar to pry it open.
I don't think any of us have crowbars on us.
Yeah, anyway.
Nope.
Well, if you guys for some reason want to come back to the spot, I would suggest waiting until they verify the cargo and to see if you, because they might do that. But once everything's been checked, I should hear. And you know, if you really want to get a peek, I'd say tomorrow night you might be able to get your chance if somebody else doesn't intercept it.
I mean, honestly, considering the current state of things, this will probably be a big-ass muddy pile, unless someone here's real good at remembering things.
It's alright, I was looking at a thing, sorry, you know, I'm not, I just didn't hear. You keep on going, Assume I heard, I'm not gonna ask for people to recap something. The ADHD took over.
Don't worry, Bone, you did something incredibly funny by complete accident.
Anyway,
Jingle, 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 jingle.
anyway, so as
Hold on, do you think it'd be inconspicuous if I just like... Hold on a second. I just take a photo of the inside of my jacket pocket. Geolocation data is stored on most of this stuff, so at the very least, I can just pull it up in my map.
If we're just talking about finding the location of this, we can just do an X marks the spot on like a map. We can just write down where it is.
yeah.
Do you carry around a modern day map?
We have
Do any
Google.
of you guys know how to like read normal map? Yeah. Why do you think I took a picture of my jacket pocket? I just said it keeps like a physical like record of where photos are taken.
You see Smith?
Yeah, just some landmarks.
You see Smith be like, nice conversation. We should probably have it when we're not outside.
That is true.
He pulls y'all and it kind of like motions y'all into the bus, and y'all go in. And he's like, "So have you guys like? I know you guys are like hunters, but have you hunted anything before? No
We do
offense."
jobs. We don't inherently just hunt.
Right. Anyway, job site. Have you killed something supernatural before?
Like a day ago.
We
Yeah.
we have. But we only want to. But you know, you have your secrets. We have ours.
All right. I was about to ask where it was, but
If you're worried about whether or not you're gonna have to deal with our messes, I can assure you that that will not be the case.
all right. I just hope I don't turn on the news and say that a notable figure was missing and that I see a giant wanted poster with your face on it on the news.
I mean, you're gonna see one of those, but probably not the other thing.
Oh God. Is there do you guys have a TV?
Do they even? Hey, do people even? Is your boss well known? In terms of like the public side.
No,
like, you know what I mean.
He's as well known
Okay.
as an uncaught, like, criminal would be, you know? Like, he's known to the public the way a criminal that hasn't really been brought to justice is known, which is not at all. Only really known by those who are in the game, so to speak.
We cover our tracks. I haven't seen our faces on anything yet.
Alright, do you guys have a TV, though?
We do. Did he not go to the upper floor?
Oh, yeah, I
Hey, we
forgot.
do?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Remember, I have it marked on the map. I wrote this down. This is one of the few things I wrote down. Oh, whoopsies. Why is that folder open? Haha.
Well, what folder?
Porn folder.
A spoiler folder.
Oh, should I not
Spoiler
look?
folder.
No, none of y'all could have seen it. Thankfully.
I mean, I have the stream open on my other monitor.
No, none of y'all could have seen it. This is in File Manager. Y'all ain't peeping this. And I
Okay,
wouldn't
cool.
trust the internet to look at my File Managers. Anyway.
Oh my god, there's so much porn.
Oh my god, there's so much.
It's not even
there's-
organized into folders. What the fuck?
Shit, who's that
Look,
one
I
there?
just throw it in the one folder.
It's just
Why?
sitting
There's
out
so
there
much
loose right next to
porn.
all your unfinished projects.
500
yo,
dollars
hell.
to
So
tomorrow.
why the hell does this pornography have a massive spoiler piece of media?
Damn, this porn is trash. But I can't stop looking at it.
Just
Damn,
500
I can assure
Casey,
you of
your
a lot of
porn
things.
folder sucks. That's an unfinished piece of artwork from 2 years ago.
God, there's so much Chihiro, Danganronpa in here.
God damn.
Why is
I
there
was gonna take the penny.
500 terabytes of Tataru?
No.
Why are there 500 cigarettes in here?
I need them for my brief breaks. But anyway, the contents of my mystery research folder aside, let me go grab the image of the interior of the boss, so y'all can realize that you guys have a TV. Like, you guys he turns on the TV.
Sleeping in front of the TV. That's really funny.
Did we refill the fridge?
I would say probably off screen. I would say the fridge is refilled.
We stop at a gas station and refill the fridge at any point.
You don't remember refilling it. However, it is refilled. There is a can of mug root beer with a paper sticky note saying, "Atoms, don't touch."
Alright, I'm going to take out my other addiction. My liquid demon seed addiction will be satiated.
I'm
So,
gonna grab a can of Frog Gulp.
Smith
What
turns
is
on
Frog
the
Gulp? What is that?
an energy drink.
Is that a real thing?
No, they
No.
misread the
No.
name of the energy drink in content warning.
Okay,
it's,
I've been wondering about that.
So,
It's
No,
a
I was
running
gonna
joke.
originally. I think Frog Gulp came from like one of us just shouting out something random, because like we saw a frog and went, "Oh, that's Frog Gulp." Wait, wasn't it that? I
I think it was that.
No, it's because the item's name was Fred Gull.
I mean, the
I'm guessing
easy
we
answer
just-
is that we were all just like hopped up on being stupid,
On the
and we just
funny.
said something that sounded vaguely similar, and then Frog Gulp was a very audibly funny thing, so we just kind of kept calling it Frog Gulp.
And then
So,
Joshy screamed, "Sponsored by Frog Gulp," as he was getting thrown.
as they all look at the TV, he's flipping through the different channels. It's like, jewelry. It's hi. Did you know you have it's like news in the area. Another person was found dead earlier tonight after being
What?
missing
Another
for
one.
several months. The remains were found near the downtown area in a dumpster. The family has been distraught and has not commented on the events.
Okay, that one's not us.
Yeah,
Is
I
that you?
figured. Me? You think I did this? I wasn't here.
No, you guys, your team.
We're all trying to figure out the guy who did this.
We're talking about your team.
It does scream Lorenzo.
I forget, what did
So is
Malcolm
every
say?
guy who gets eviscerated into pieces, is that all him personally, or does he
Personally.
like have? Okay.
Here's the thing.
Jesus.
Everybody who has the strength to do that, they usually like to be more hidden about it. If the body shows up on the news, it's probably him. Most like 90%. He is not the kind of... Although he does have cleaners that'll do stuff for him, they usually kind of have to almost do it in secrecy. He much likes doing the deed himself. The man is a monster.
So I forget. Did Malcolm give us a different target that wasn't Lorenzo? What was
Malcolm
Malcolm's target?
Malcolm just told you guys to investigate to see if you can get any like Victor related news in the area.
All right.
Well, we might have a good clue.
Or at least somebody that can give us a clue. I don't think it'd be this guy though. It'd probably be the higher ups.
So,
So
like, if this was just discovered, what's the chances that the police are still loitering around that particular area?
high. Although I will say that some of them, usually we get the new people come in, and then the more experienced officers, some of which are more on the payroll, are just sweeping it up, telling people not to worry about it. They say they'll handle it from there, and they'll come up with something. They'll frame somebody.
I mean, at the very least, we can probably, not necessarily discredit your quote-unquote boss's work, but there's another asshole we're looking for who has a I think a penchant for brutality. We're not sure if this one's him. It could be your guy. Could be the other guy we're looking for. So at the very least, if we like look at this place, it might give us something to go off of.
Can I ask? Wait, who is this? Smith asked.
In character, Steph forgot the guy's name, so I was like, who? Who are we looking for again?
Victor was his name?
Victor, that's right.
What, am I correct, AC? I actually
Yeah,
forget.
that's his name.
Yeah, my cat wants to play with toys, so I'm kind of preoccupied here.
So, Smith looks at you guys like, whatever, man. Who the fuck is this Victor guy? Do you know what he looks like?
And Zach pulls gives him one of the campaign picture of him.
Did we have a campaign picture?
Wait,
of
is
him?
it? Wait, no. That's a different guy that we're trying. There's two different guys we're trying to kill.
Oh my! Are we back to the? No, it was the pink glass. No, the guy. That's
You
a
know what
different guy.
Lorenzo's name is. You can.
Yeah, but I'm calling back to that session where we were for 3 minutes just trying to figure out which guy was which guy.
No, not Lorenzo. Chairman. We're looking for Chairman. That's what I'm thinking of.
Chair?
We already found Chairman.
Okay, no, but is he like around here? No, okay. Is it? We know who Chairman is.
Yeah, he's Adam.
No, like
No,
the
the guy
who-
that turned
the
him.
guy who turned
Oh,
him into
yeah,
a
that's
chair.
Victor.
Yeah, no, that's the one that we're looking for. Victor isn't the politician. That's somebody else. We already worked that part out last time.
You hear Smith go, "Oh my lord." Oh,
We're new at this.
I can tell. You guys don't exactly strike me as the Society of Leopold.
And I have a headache. I'm not even gonna pretend to know who that one is.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just moving on past that
Wait,
one, huh?
actually, you know what? I actually
Wait,
am
did you
curious.
just tell us about a society you probably shouldn't have?
Well, they're not of people like us. There's some religious numbnuts. I don't really care about them. They're
What?
pretty much
What's the
a
name of-
joke around this area.
What was the name of my target again?
George Langstrom.
Do you know of a George Langstrom?
Oh yeah, he's a politician guy. He's gonna be governor in New York. You mean?
Is he one of yours?
No, I don't. Not for you to know.
Fair enough.
But so I guess with Lorenzo us technically acting like we're working over Lorenzo. You guys are driving throughout the city finding a payphone while this is happening. You eventually find one. He's like, alright, payphone's over there. I'll keep an eye out. Remember, call the number, ask for a in-person commission.
Alright, sounds good to me.
And
Is this the part where we split up, or are you just gonna stick in the van while we do the legwork?
I
I will ask, how much longer do we want to go?
It's a bus. Fuck.
just a little bit longer. I just need to set the scene.
Okay.
Ask for ask if he could use a vermilion red in the commission.
Vermilion red? Okay.
Ask for an in-person commission and if the use of the color vermilion red is possible.
Alright, good to know.
Is some kind of blood painter? or
So
something?
which one of you's calling?
I can do it.
Hey, my name is Steph. Oh wait, you mean like the phone? No, yeah.
So alright, you glasses Alexander. Just answer the phone.
I can do that. Are we near a payphone right now?
You're like just have to cross the street. Uh,
All right, then I'll head over.
oh God, Alexander better not be your real name. Y'all better have not just gave out your real names to that guy.
No.
Well, we should. Well, don't. We have
You
our secrets.
guys don't even know my
Man, we're
real name.
terrible. We're terrible at keeping secrets. Oh yeah, our alias is an alien.
I am I have established that I am deeply trusting of vampires for some reason.
I am
Don't
No,
be.
I
it's
am
time we kill stuff. I
I'm
take out
sorry.
my knife. I stab.
Smith buries his face in his hand. I
In-
am
in-
so
in-
fucked.
alias, I don't know who the fuck I am anymore.
In and out of character, I have
Am
a
I
little bit of a
Alexander?
headache.
I don't know anymore. Am I?
Just to
The
answer
lie
the
in
phone.
between.
Answer the phone before I give myself a humane final death to spare myself from Lorenzo.
Seven just starts quoting Dracula Flow about how he doesn't know who he is anymore.
Hey, wait, you shouldn't know anything about that. You don't use the internet.
Okay, wait. I'm curious. Am I
wait, I did reference to Germa, he does.
Do I?
No, but when
answer
you
the-
established you also don't know who Germa is, remember?
No, I know who Germa is.
Do I answer the phone or
You
am I
answer-
pulling on the phone?
You answer the phone.
Okay, the phone is ringing.
So the phone is ringing. You hear oh, hello. This is a artist commission. Weird you called my personal line, but I usually do my stuff through my Patreon and whatnot. This is Richter's nightly commissions. How can I help?
Well, I would like to ask for an in-person commission, preferably a vermilion red.
Oh, alright. Got it. I should get the painting out to, where would you like the painting shipped?
Did he say?
I will retroactively say that, Smith said just say Cincinnati if he asked for the location.
Cincinnati.
Oh, alright. Okay, take me a couple days, but, I'll arrive with the, with the commission. Maybe a couple extras, but we'll see.
I'm gonna just hang up.
You hang up the phone. This mysterious phone call is made. You have no idea of its implications. And as you feel the rain hit your skin, you are unsure of what the future holds. Will you bumblefuck your way into actually successfully killing Lorenzo? Will Lorenzo actually win? Or will worst case scenario happen? Who's to say? These are mysteries that should be answered. Maybe in the next sessions of Hunter the Road Trip.
Okay.
Man, we were getting roasted this one. We got roasted by a comment.
I was
I'm gonna make
playing it a little bit fast and loose, I'll be honest.
We were roasted by a
I'll
comment.
make-
We were roasted by this guy.
I'm gonna be upfront. I really do not think too much that like, well, for one, I'm gonna be real. I feel like being silent after watching someone have their like skull brutally broken open
Is a valid response.
that is a valid response, because even I would be like, I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm not saying anything that's gonna piss the guy off.
I guess that is fair.
Like, if that was me, I'd be like, Jesus, but like under my breath, because it's like, I don't fucking.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying anything.
Are you sure you're not gonna say everything?
I
Yeah,
didn't say
that-
anything
I'll
other
admit-
than,
No,
like,
I'm
I
the
told him
one
that like
saying
no one
everything.
knows my fucking name.
That is a whoopsies. But I will say, one thing I will, say is, Smith has recruited you, and as, like, the fumblings have shown, you are all that, you are all that he's got at the moment. So even if he has, like, faith that has reached probably negative numbers, he's like, oh, I've got to stick with this, because he would prefer this over the unpredictability of his boss.
Also, I probably shouldn't ask. Like, I realized, wait, I probably shouldn't be asking this guy if he knows George Langston, because that kind of might give away that I'm after, like, one of his guys. I was like, oh, wait, shit, I probably don't need to ask this guy. Like, I was also trying hard to not say we're hunters. I was just saying we do jobs.
We may have beefed it a little bit today.
My cat was constantly
fine.
asking for attention, and so I had to like separate my brain a little bit to entertain this child, or else he puts his claws into my legs and it hurts.
Let me put my claws in your jaw.
That was a fun session. I like your little code phrase payphone thing. That's a classic. I like it.
The commission for an in-person painting. Can you use vermilion red?
I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like it.
I can tell that you were excited to show off your set piece art of the guy kicking the blood splatter art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that how long have you had that on the back burner?
I made that one a little like I made that one for a while.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like a last minute thing that you thought of, or if it was a thing that you had like in your head for a while.
Actually, no, wait. I think it was last minute, but I made it like but it was last minute, but you guys were still in Martinsville when I made it.
Ah. Yeah, like whenever the guy said, "Have you killed any of these things before?" I'm like, we probably should avoid saying it. It's like, oh yeah, yesterday. I'm like, oh.
Damn.
And like I am. This is fun though. I am having a lot of fun.
I will say that I don't. I mean, at this point, it's like he's already pinpoint we're hunters, and obviously he can tell we're not fucking that rookie-ish.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't know. I think he thinks we're pretty rookie-ish.
I mean, my
We're very
character shouldn't.
We're very violent people, and I think that compensates for the fact that some of us don't act like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I think he's still pretty convinced that we are not good at this.
We will simply prove him wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Actually.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I go up to Lorenzo. I slap him in the balls. I win.
I do the fucking, like that little dangly thing where you practice punching. That's me with Lorenzo's testicles.
The dangle. Oh, okay. The like the boxing thing.
Speed bag.
Mhm.
Ora.
My favorite technique is speed bagging.
Hey yo, can I aura your balls until they fall out?
Damn, bro.
Bethesda, Black Isles and Bethesda be like, say that again?
Yeah.
Go.
Well, do we have any other thoughts, or do we just wrap it up there?
So is there any other thoughts on this one that I will admit I did fumble through the beginning of it.
Oh, what do you fumble on?
The streaming thing of this session in particular being a YouTube
Oh, with the
exclusive.
clicks?
Yeah, the YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube exclusive.
It was a YouTube exclusive. I accidentally, I posted it about it on various social medias, and I was like, I also put the Twitch link, and I was like, huh, that's weird. AC's not live on Twitch.
Oh, I thought that AC mentioned that it just wasn't working on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I did. OBS was being weird.
Also, AC, what were those clicks coming through on the stream as well?
Did they pick up the web browser audio? Then yes.
Yeah, because for those watching, Opera GX has this funny thing where it will make a sound effect when you tap the key to give the keys extra clicks. I hate it.
I love it.
You turn it off.
You love it? I turn mine off like immediately. I
love it.
I'll have to turn it off for on Thursdays for the stream. But yeah. Oh, no, hopefully it looked like it panned out. The
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was
Mhm.
cool. I'm glad that we have a drone jockey.
Pretty good.
yeah.
Mhm.
I will say, because it is the city and it is ruled by like the vampire populace, there's a lot more moving parts for me to like consider. So I've been trying to keep track of that as well to make sure. Yeah.
Me just like side saddling up to fucking to the goon, like, yo, so how about that masquerade, huh?
How the fuck?
That thing that we all know about.
How the fuck
We
do you guys?
all know about it.
How is it? I feel like at this rate he'd be shot. He wouldn't be. He'd be shot that like you guys of all hunters know about it, considering how you.
Oh yeah, we know about the masquerade, the Camarilla. We know about the
Well, you can
Zamishi and
definitely talk about these things openly to us because we know what they are.
We know about the Zamishi antediluvian in the New York sewer. Doesn't everybody?
We know so many proper
Dude.
nouns, it's not even funny.
You are fucking lucky that I need you guys, because if this was in my territory, you would have been gone long before you saw me.
You're
This
gonna
is
call some
not
sort of
canon.
blood hunt?
Oh
Despite your best efforts, we'd somehow survive.
Like, hold up. You guys call it the blood hunt, and then go, we'll kill anyone who knows what the blood hunt is. My brother in Christ, it's in the fucking name.
Oh, you got to that. Oh yeah, you got to that episode of Hunter the Parenting. Have you watched any more episodes of that, Joshy?
Nope.
Oh, you should. They get
You
good.
should. We should do a watch together if we can.
Someday. I
Aye.
will say, definitely not tonight, because after this I'm gonna unwind.
Understandable.
And also, gotta sleep early due to appointment stuff. But yeah.
Okay, should we call it there?
I'd
Yeah,
say
we'll
we'll
call it
call it there.